Don't give up, you gon' be on. Don't give up, don't give up, give up. Don't give up, you gon' be on. Don't give up, don't give up, give up. Don't give up, you gon' be on. Don't give up, don't give up, give up. Don't give up, you gon' be on. Don't give up, give up, give up, give up.
I know you got doubts, but get to the bag. Just follow the dream and stick with the plan.
Greetings, Redheads. Thank you for joining me in another episode of your favorite show, the one, the only Red's View. I am your gracious host, Jay Red, and before we begin, as always, make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel, youtube.com/RedsView. Now, you see I got some gentlemen to my left, to your right. Go ahead and introduce yourselves, man.
O.B.F.C, that's our Black Fathers Committee, and one of the coldest conscious groups coming out the West Coast. Brother Sky Harbor, Brother Eric Crondo, Brother Bilal, shout out to L.O., Brother L.O., and O.B.F.C, man, our Black Fathers Committee. We're in the building,
Yes,
and
sir.
we just happy to be here, bro.
Definitely, man. Definitely. Thank y'all for joining me so much, man.
Definitely a pleasure.
I've listened to the music, and of course, it's rocking. It's social commentary. It's lyricism. It's content. Everything you could pretty much ask for rap music. Anybody who likes the traditional form of rap. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
thank you for that. Thank you for that.
absolutely. Y'all did y'all thing on it, man. So I got the track Blacknificent.
Okay.
So one of y'all just go ahead and just tell me the concept, like what made you want to name it that. Of course, I mean, you should already know what it means, you know what I'm saying? But just go into detail about it. Let the redheads know.
So, of course, Blacknificent is a play off of the word magnificent. Us in this society today, we have an obligation, or even a duty, if you would, to expound on black issues and also exploit our successes as well at the same time. There's been a long history of black people being scrutinized in media in every kind of aspect or avenue. So we bring different flavor to the table with our sound and music and lyrics as well.
Yeah.
You know, it's not the usual that you hear on the radio or any other major platform that you would normally listen to. So
Exactly.
we bring a different perspective that's not really touched on.
Yeah.
It's the title track of the album too.
Yeah,
So our project is called Blacknificent.
Yeah.
The song Blacknificent, Brother L.O. came up with the hook, got the production, and we just in the studio vibing. And then once we did it, we basically like, I think this should be the title track for the actual project. You know, and it's just like you said, spin off of Magnificent, but it's Blacknificent.
Yeah.
We all Blacknificent.
Absolutely.
Whether you know it or not. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I just think it's a blessing that it all came together and how it transpired as well.
Yeah, definitely. You know what? I'm glad that we have this again because if people remember the history of hip hop, right, when it was rising to prominence, you had groups like De La Soul, Tribe Called Quest, NWA to that degree as well, who were making that content. You know what I'm saying? Socially aware, and there was a lot of black pride at that time. Are y'all as a unit trying to bring it back to those days? You know what I'm saying? Because that used to be the mainstream, but now it got pushed to the back. So, yeah, what are y'all trying to do with that?
If it ended up coming to fruition like that, that would be dope. I wouldn't necessarily per se, say that that's what we're trying to do. I just think right now what we're trying to do is kind of like just change the narrative of the normal bullshit that everybody else listens to all the time.
Exactly.
So if it comes to that, like we push a line and we leading the way onto that, that would be dope. Yeah. And I agree with what you're saying. There was a time when that was the pop.
Absolutely.
Right?
Yeah.
The pop mainstream. And then it switched over to the BS, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I think we've lived the BS, we did music about the BS. Now that we're becoming more, you know what I mean, socially and consciously endowed, you can't rap about the same stuff no more. You know what I mean? Like you have to have room for growth.
Yeah, we're growing as men as well, so we don't do the same things that we used to do in our teens as well. So bringing that balance. Balance is the key word that I think that's our aim as O.B.F.C. We bring balance because we have plenty of negative stories that we can tell.
Yeah.
To
elaborate on.
Yeah, we can elaborate
all
on
day.
all the negativity
Yeah.
all day, every day.
Yeah.
But there's also positivity that we can also expound on as well, and that's what OBFC is all about.
So OBFC, how many people? Now that's a rap group or is it
That's
just
a
a
group.
collective? It's a
It's
group.
a group of four.
Group of four.
It's a group.
Of
It's
four
also
fathers.
a group of,
I like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. We're open to anybody else who wants to join. Like, we do things in the community. Fathers, it's our Black Fathers Committee, so we're actually real active in the community as far as the social awareness, mentorship with the youth and with fathers, mentoring fathers. So the music is just something we do because I feel like we good at it. You know what I mean? And we got something to say.
Yeah, definitely. And you don't see a lot of rap crews, especially some that are socially, conscious and aware and stuff like that. So, how do you feel that it's important? Because you don't see a lot of rap groups out nowadays. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, how important do you think it is to bring back that essence of rap groups again, opposed to doing it solo?
I'll touch on that.
I think it's empowering. Forming like Voltron, great minds think alike. If you got a lot of great minds, you can move mountains as opposed to somebody doing it by themselves and everything is on you.
Exactly.
But even that one person has a team behind them, but it's us doing it and we still have a team behind us as well. So it just makes it even that much more significant and that much more powerful. And in that sense, we kind of are bringing it back to the old school kind of feeling where it's squads.
Yep.
We all nice. We all each have our own different personality or each different style. I'm sure you heard, you know what I'm saying? And that makes it more dope.
Yeah. It's always something to look forward to when you have a group. The good thing is people can pick their favorites and their favorites could, everybody going to have their certain, but it takes all of them together, you know what I'm saying, to actually do it. So when I heard the tracks, different verses coming in, you never get bored with it, you know what I'm saying? It's always going to be somebody new, a unique voice and be different. So how did y'all form together? All four of y'all.
We all had solo careers before we came together. Of course, we all been doing music for 10 plus years before we actually came together. So we all have our own path that we took, and
it started from a father's class.
Yeah, it started from a father's.
We had a father's class that we did. Brother Bilal, Brother Kadir, myself set up a father's class that we did weekly, where we just have brothers come in and vent, talk about real shit, get shit off your chest, expand, build, and grow. So as a father's group, several of 10 of us, and then half of us dibbled and dabbled in music. So we were like, yo, man, at the end of this class or program that we're doing, we should all just get into the studio. So we got into the studio, made a song called Plant Seeds, 1,500. I don't know where it's at now, but it's probably about 70,000, 75,000 views. And we got good feedback off of it, and we just kind of took it from there.
Yeah.
Took it from there.
Yeah, definitely. So we got another member up in here, right? Because it's four of y'all.
It's four of us. Three of us here.
Three, yeah.
It's Crondo.
Come and say something. It's hard because the thing is, redheads, we ain't, what I'm saying, it's kind of hard to, we ain't got a big enough couch right now, so we're going to have you be in. All right, so this is another member right here. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
Brother Bilal Munir Rahim. As I mentioned, I'm another member of our Black Fathers Committee, so I'm happy to be able to get on and say a few things in this interview as well.
Yeah, definitely. So the project, do y'all have a project that's already out? I mean, I got those songs, but is there a project that's out, or are y'all working on a project to put out?
We still working on it, yeah. For the most part, we still working on it.
Put out singles.
But we're dropping singles in the meantime. So it's really until we decide to take a group of those tracks and put out the album, we always gonna be working on it.
Yeah. So and it's a lot that's been going on because with all the stuff like the Breonna Taylor, the George Floyd, you know what I'm saying? It's been so much that has happened. How has that impacted y'all's artistry? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a lot more subject matter to talk about right now and everything that's going on, especially last year dealing with the protests and everything. So, like, y'all's mind state right now, how is it, with everything?
Well, our mind state, we stay on attack. We stay on offense, but make sure our defense is up to par as well. But as far as our artistry, it goes back to what I was saying as far as, like, where we're at it with the album. So we're gonna continue to drop. We're gonna continue to do tracks, and we continue to continuously get better, and we're using the energy behind it to fuel us as well. So when things happen, we're able, and even things from the past, we're still able. Like the track that we just dropped is called Fred Hampton. So we still using that same energy to build with. So if something win something else, because it's still happening, it's going to continue to happen. When it does happen, of course, we address it as a community and different issues there where we can. But as artists, we go back to the lab and express it there also.
Yeah. It brought a little bit more pain to it and more seriousness to it as well as far as the content.
Definitely.
Yeah, you know what I mean? As far as the content, because we could hotep everybody to death, you know what I'm saying? But if you ain't talking about the real shit, it really don't hold no weight, you know what I mean? So I think it brought more of a seriousness to it and more of a fierceness to it as far as the anger that everybody else feels because of all that and stuff, you know what I'm saying? So
definitely,
you know, it is what it is regarding that.
Yeah, definitely. Who are y'all's influences growing up? You know what I'm saying? Who had y'all be out there and be like, man, you know what? Rapping is what I want to do. Who y'all listen to? I think I could think of a few.
Let me hear what you think.
Tupac.
Off top.
Okay. I mean, that's obvious. Nas.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Now y'all keep going. Y'all name the rest.
Well, that's part of my top 10 for sure. Pac is always gonna be number 1 on my list, but you know, DMX for sure.
R.I.P. to the legend.
Yeah, DMX for sure. But like some of the new cats as well. R.I.P. Nipsey Hussle. Nipsey Hussle.
Yeah.
You know, he brought us to a different mind state as well. But it was still revolutionary. So I definitely respect that. Man, but like Dead Prez also. We don't never want to forget about Dead Prez when it comes to the revolutionary music, RBG music. We got to shout out Dead Prez. So I want to put them in there. Toby. You heard of Toby?
I don't think so.
Toby and Igwe from Texas.
From Texas, man.
Very nice.
Real cold. Yeah, man. So different artists that got content, man, something positive, something powerful. But me personally, I still like gangster shit too. Yeah. So I listen to Mozzie a lot. I listen to a lot of Mozzie, dope. Filthy Rich. You know, a lot of the YG. I like YG. You know what I mean? Yeah. I like a lot of the new Cali artists. You know what I mean? YG coming up on his veteran status, but I like a lot of the new ones too.
Definitely. And how did y'all get hooked up with my homie, the OG Fleetwood? How did y'all get linked up with him?
We met Fleetwood at the other big homie spot, Rocket Dollar Studios. Yeah. And we met him, linked up. Him and Bilal had more of an ongoing correspondence, and then after that, we all linked up. Once we all linked up and kind of talked and chopped it up, it just been like family ever since, man. Like he pushing the line. We learned a lot from him. You know what I mean? We're entertained by him. We learn from him. We vibe with him. Yeah. And he be plugging us, and we be plugging him. You know what I mean? We're just trying to help each other build. Right. And it's a dope relationship. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
Yeah, for me personally, it's like with the R Black Fathers thing, it's like you just seen the brother come in, he got his baby with him. Like, so it's really like the example, you know what I mean? It's following your dream, it's being a father, and putting all of that still at the top of the list though, and not sacrificing one for the other. You know what I mean? If you're able to do that and balance it, then you got it figured out, and I feel like Fleetwood definitely showing that with his walk. You feel me?
Yeah, definitely. And where exactly y'all from again? I don't even think I got that.
Phoenix, Arizona.
Yeah,
AZ.
We got a rap group from Phoenix, Arizona in the
there are black people there.
You know it.
very black people there.
Can you believe it? Yeah. We got that, man. That's crazy. Like, I just, I know you had mentioned that y'all got the studio there, but I ain't know officially if y'all were from there.
Yeah, we
got the Arizona
studio. The whole group is natives.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah, we natives, man. Like our family's from down south. Like if you pay attention to history, the Great Migration west.
Yeah.
Our mothers and grandmothers are from down south Alabama.
Yeah. Mississippi, all that good stuff.
But our generation is born there.
Phoenix.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And it's a lot of us out there. It's a good handful. Definitely not enough. but it's filling up. People are starting to migrate there, so it's starting to feel like a melting pot.
Yeah.
But there's still a lot of natives there also.
Definitely.
Yeah.
What do y'all feel like at this particular point in hip hop, right? What the game is missing?
I'm gonna say content.
Content and originality.
Yeah, content.
Content and originality. Yeah, authenticity. Yeah.
Authenticity.
Just too many artists chasing a certain sound.
Hit chasing.
And a hit chasing, right? They're chasing a certain sound, which of course we all want to make hits, so I'm not saying that, but what it does is it takes you away from being who you are.
Absolutely.
And the best thing about being an artist is expressing who you are. Don't ever let that be taken away.
Word. I feel like that too. There is content out there, but I think it's the media that's behind it is selective on who they put
There we
out.
go.
I have a question for you.
Yeah, go ahead.
You from here, right?
No,
Where you from?
Alabama.
Alabama.
Yeah.
Okay, down south.
Down south. I'm dirty south.
Okay, that's where our family from.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
Aniston.
Yeah, Artistry.
Okay.
Mobile.
Yeah. That's where I'm from, Mobile. Shout
Okay.
out to the home team.
That's what's up.
Exactly.
That's what's
251.
How do you feel as far as everybody sounding the same, or do you think that do you like originality, or do you just like the people to sound like somebody else on a tight beat, or do you like individuality? You know, I mentioned you say y'all have a podcast, debating.
Oh,
hip-hop.
debating and stuff like
Right.
that.
Do you like lyrics? Do you like punchlines?
Redheads, what y'all think? Before I even answer that, what y'all think? I got this vinyl on the damn wall for a reason.
You're a student.
Man, bruh, let me tell you something,
up?
man. NWA, Bone Thugs and Harmony,
Okay.
Yeah.
Ice Cube,
Okay.
Facts.
That's my top. One of my top five.
Snoop Dogg,
Okay.
DMX,
Yeah.
Tupac Shakur, Notorious B.I.G., Nas, Jay-Z,
Yeah.
LL Cool J,
Okay.
Man.
Run DMC, MC Shan. Man, do I need to keep going on?
Nah,
Now that was good.
De La Soul.
Yeah.
Right. De La Soul.
I'm just saying, I think that originality is what brought hip hop to the forefront anyway.
Right.
Because before hip hop had an agenda, before the white execs had their hand in the pocket of hip hop,
Okay.
all you could go by was the originality.
Right.
Because that's what sold. They didn't know how to,
Right.
market
And all
anything
that
like
shit,
that. They
right.
had to get what was presented to them. So from the scope of the late 70s, because hip hop is relatively young, by the way. It ain't even 50 years old. A lot of y'all don't know that. But from the scope of the late 70s all the way up until, I say, the year 2000, that's when rappers were able to say, I flipped the bird, you know what I'm saying? Like, certain lingo that they didn't even catch on to until later. So you had a lot of that at that particular time.
Right.
No, it was coded
Right.
because they didn't know. But until the year 2000 hit, that's when they started to get a generalized idea of how to work stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So the true essence of hip hop is only going to be between those years. Not discounting anything that came after that. But I'm talking about that core. It's a reason that people were going something like multi-platinum and it was different styles and everything.
That golden
That golden era right there. So
What's the golden era?
The 90s.
80s or 90s?
So the golden era, it could go two ways.
I go ahead.
Okay, no. So when you think of the golden era, of course, some people will look at the golden era in the 80s when hip hop was originated, right?
Right.
And then some people look at the 90s where that would be considered the golden era. Just like how wrestling, the golden era would be the 80s,
Right.
when Hulk Hogan had his prominence
Right,
and
right,
brought it out. But I think altogether, if I was going to say a golden age, this day, modern, you would say the 90s.
Yeah.
Definitely. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
It can't. The 90s era was definitely something that's.
I would say 90.
Can't be duplicated.
I would say 95 through 2004.
yeah, I mean, I'm not arguing with that. I mean,
As far as because
yeah.
2001, 2003, it was still major.
Yeah, it was still-
major projects
I'll
coming
still
out.
give you 89.
89.
that's originality because NWA and all them came out during that particular
Yeah.
time. But if we didn't have that 90s,
It wouldn't.
we wouldn't even be.
Yeah, the
doing
90s
music
took
today.
it to that next level.
Yeah,
for sure.
and that's when you had your rappers who were born in the 70s who listened to the music at that particular time and said, I want to do that. But if we wouldn't have had rap be multi-platinum in the 90s, then y'all wouldn't even be on this couch right now.
Right.
I feel like, you know what I'm saying? Because the 80s it was a rise, but it wasn't popping from every single, angle, whatever. But back to the group. Right. Back to the group. The songs that y'all sent me are like, are they on streaming platforms right now?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
Blacknificent and Fred Hampton.
Fred Hampton, not yet. We just did that last night.
Oh snap!
Yeah.
So I got the exclusive.
Yeah, that's why I was kind of laughing. I'm like,
you got the exclusive.
I got the exclusive.
Yeah, you got the exclusive,
I got this
Brody.
see.
We did that last night.
At
Fresh
Studio 194 in Marietta. That was a good look. Yeah.
Okay.
So we've been bumping it all day. I'm like, yo, I'm sending this. They didn't even know I sent it though.
Okay.
So
yeah,
So
I got the exclusive. That's what I'm talking about. Hot and fresh out the damn kitchen. That's what I'm talking about. But anyway, y'all, man, thank y'all so much for joining me. I can't wait for the world. It's an honor to have my outlet be the one to let people know about y'all, because I feel like the songs that I've heard, we don't hear that. You know what I'm saying? Right. Especially from a group. You'll hear it from a conscious rapper and everything like that, but it'll be Hotep. But I mean, y'all didn't come in here looking like Hotep per se. Right. And if you really knew what a Hotep, the actual word means, you wouldn't be using it like that. So it gets on my nerves a little bit. But thank y'all so much for joining me. Y'all need to go ahead and put your social media stuff out there.
Definitely. I know. I just want to punch in one last thing. We mentioned earlier that we do mentor fathers. So every Tuesday we do have a father support group. It's live on Zoom, so you can join anywhere you are. You don't have to be in AZ. All you got to do is text OBFC to 844-675-7515. That'll get you the link to join the call every Tuesday. It's definitely beneficial. Every week I learn something. It boosts me up. It carries me through this fatherhood journey.
Brothers from all over the country.
From all over. So, don't miss that opportunity. And then www.obfconline.com is where you can find all of our links or our music.
Okay, bet. So that's all the social media, all that stuff is out
it's all
there.
on the website.
All on the website.
All on the website.
That's what I'm talking about. These gentlemen got a professional website. They came down to Atlanta to not just be on Resview, but you heard them cooking some music, so you already know what's coming up next. But anyway, y'all, I got another interview. My homie Fleetwood's about to come, but we're going to end this one right now. So before you exit, make sure you subscribe to youtube.com/ResView. And you already know where to follow me at JAYR3D. This is Resview, J Red. We got the crew here, you know what I'm saying? We are signing out.
Peace and blessings.
Don't give up, you gon' be on. Don't give up, don't give up, give up. Don't give up, you gon' be on. Don't give up, don't give up, give up. Don't give up, you gon' be on. Don't give up, don't give up, give up. Don't give up, you gon' be on. Don't give up, give up, give up.